This question is about the fractional distillation of crude oil. So it starts off with drill for crude oil and it's found deep below the ground. Crude oil needs to be separated out in separate fractions before we can use it. Okay, all that bit is pretty much waffle. So if you're describing something, I'd say if you're doing this, you can probably do it in about 6 steps, right? And explain how the different fractions are separated using a fractionating column. So the first thing that you need to talk about is the fact that the crude oil is heated, right, to above 350 degrees. That goes and turns the crude oil into a vapor, right? So it's going from a liquid to a gas. Right, these vapors are then pumped into a fractionating column. So that's the piece of equipment we're using. So the column is hotter at the bottom and relatively cool at the top. So the substances, so the vapors condense at their boiling point, right? That's important to say. So the different vapors condense at different levels in the column, right? So they're condensing at different levels dependent on their boiling point. So the low boiling points go and they condense at the top of the column. High boiling points condense at the bottom, right? So the liquids and the fractions, right, they're not, you don't just have one hydrocarbon, you do have fractions that contain a mixture of similar length hydrocarbons. And finally, these fractions or substances will have a range of boiling points, so we can have this as a continuous process. Okay, so that's just a few of the key things to think about when answering questions on fractional distillation.